And I'll go into it, but the people see me mostly in the suit, emceeing, calling the shows. But I actually started off as a fighter. I started off at 14 years old in Kyokushin or Soto Kaikari from Dad. He forced me into the gym, and from there I had into I guess an inter-club tournament against Muay Thai and just got beat, and then grew up watching Van Damme, that kind of thing. So I started off as a fighter. I started off as a martial artist. I was obsessed, trying to hire out every single video, because videos were out back when I was growing up. And I grew up just watching all that Van Damme, Seagal, Jackie Chan. But it's only once I started fighting that I realized, stuff in the movies doesn't so much apply. And I started doing martial arts. And then the real way that I thought to test myself was when I actually competed. And I went to an inter-club tournament to watch, actually. It was actually our club versus Sitnarong, which is a well-known Muay Thai club in Christchurch. And one of the guys pulled out. So the guy, what's his name? I'm trying to remember his name. Anyways, Dougal came up to me and said, "Can you fight?" I said, "I'll give it a go." But I didn't have any protection. So I called my mum to bring in a sock for a cup, and I used an orange peel for a mouthguard. And I rocked in and had a fight against an older guy, way older. I think that's always the case. And I was like 16, thought I was the man, doing fly kicks, spinning heel kicks, all that kind of carrying. He just clinched me up, kneed me, threw me around, kneed me, and kicked me in a way that I've never been kicked, because it was Muay Thai style. And after that, I thought, shit, what is this, man? Like, I've got to start doing this. And that's when I converged over. And cutting a long story short, lived in Thailand, fought over there for money. I fought over there. I fought in the Cook Islands. I've had one pro boxing fight. So I started off as a fighter. I love fighting. I love martial arts, completely obsessed with it. It's only by accident or fluke that I got into emceeing.
Unbelievable. You learn something new every day. This whole time, as I said in the intro, like, I thought with your kind of surname, you should be a fighter. And this whole time, I've never known you as a fighter. How come you never tell me that?
It's not something I go around saying, because as I was growing up and when I was doing it, I wanted to be the champ. Like, some of the guys I fought have gone on to win titles. Willie Rewire was a guy from Tokoroa that went on to have 30-odd fights and win the New Zealand title. And it's not something I don't mention a lot, because I didn't excel as far as I wanted to, but I trained with some of the champs and came from a gym in Palmerston North with what's his name, Stu Chambers, fight shop. And it was just, that's the way I started off. I just wanted to be a champ, and I had that. I mean, the first night I started at fight gym in Palmerston North when I was 20, I rocked in and a dude's tooth flew out, like past my head, and well, probably a bit of exaggeration, but it flew out. And yeah, I mean, I was just like, whoa, this is crazy. But then I just went from there, and it's not something. I just don't. If people know me, then it will come up. I'm not like a vegan that's going to come up and yell, "I'm a vegan. My name's Isaac Savage." So like, I want it to come up organically, and that's been the craziest thing about emceeing. And even when I train at gyms, because they'll see me rock in, and then I'll hit the pads, and I'm nowhere near a pro, but I can whack the pads all right, and they think, what? This guy's the MC, but
this is the guy in the suit.
I started off as a fighter, man. I still spar, nowhere near to the level I could back in the day, and I love it. I still do, but I got into emceeing as a complete fluke, probably because my body was getting beaten up, and I can go into how that happened, because it's quite random.